The Samsung Galaxy S i9000 is a great Android phone. All programs are installed and shown in the program display with a black background. Pretty standard, but there are some nice details that Samsung added that sets it apart from other Android phones. Like most smartphones, you can navigate by sliding your finger across the screen. But the other nice thing that Samsung added was direct page selection by hitting the bullets at the top. I've organized my apps by putting my favorite apps in the front, followed by my games, and lastly my utilities. This makes navigation a breeze, especially when you have several pages of apps and are tired of flicking through them all. The other nice thing about Android is that I can have a limitless amount of pages and installed apps, unlike the iPhone. Coming from an iPhone, it goes above and beyond the simplicity of the iPhone to quench the appetite of even the most hungry power user, providing limitless customization and information at your fingertips. To get the most out of your Android phone, you'll need to put some work into getting the phone to work the way you do. If you're not into that, stick with the iPhone for now, since it's more out-of-the-box friendly. Samsung's exclusive TouchWiz home screens are great, and here's some ideas on how you can organize yours to be more efficient. Now, when I refer to the home screens, I'm referring to the pages where I've set the wallpaper to this colored leafy background. Samsung gives you 7 of them. My primary home screen shown here is on page 1. This is where I put my most frequently accessed applications like search, threaded Gmail access, and free turn-by-turn Google navigation, which, by the way, is simply outstanding. It's leaps and bounds ahead of iPhone's Google Nav version. You should check out some of the videos on YouTube, actually. The first thing that I added to my home screen was the beautiful widgets shown here so that I can see the time, date, and weather up front in a large size and have one-click access to these important apps. By clicking on the time, I can see my alarms, world time, and time-related utilities. By clicking the weather, I get the 3-day forecast. Also, by clicking the date, it goes to the calendar app, which syncs beautifully with my Google calendaring. The syncing of calendars and contact information is a reminder of how well Android phones work with Google services. A phone that syncs with online applications is a godsend because it means no worries about backups or a desktop syncing cable. Now, the great thing about Samsung is that they are a large consumer company with a lot of reach, already making top-of-the-line standalone cameras and LCD televisions. They lead the industry in R&D for some of these products and even provide parts for other phone makes out there, such as the iPhone and HTC. With great experience in these areas, their phone division reaps the benefits of these technologies. The result in the Galaxy's case is a fantastic 4-inch AMOLED display offering unmatched brightness, readability in daylight, color saturation, and black levels. DLNA media streaming is also included, which allows you to wirelessly stream your movies, pictures, and music directly to your DLNA-ready flat panel television. And of course, we have the camera. The Galaxy takes outstanding pictures. When going into the camera app, you can see that the software is fully featured and what you would expect from a standalone camera. And to satisfy you camera buffs out there, you'll find autofocus, touch to focus, exposure, metering, ISO, white balance controls, blink detection, and several other features I know you'll just love. There is also a front-facing camera like the iPhone with video conferencing, but I don't consider this feature innovative since this feature has been on European phones for a couple of years now and is really more of a novelty. I would have liked to have seen a flash on this phone, but it was probably a design compromise to save battery life. Most LED flashes aren't very good anyway, but it would be fantastic to have a xenon flash on this phone like some of its European counterparts. Even if it does drain the battery quicker, it would be worth it for the low light situations, especially since you can pick up 2 batteries and a battery charger for $10 on eBay for the Galaxy. The batteries are small, easy to change out. With my old iPhone, I'd have battery power anxiety by day's end with no solution besides watching my usage and being tethered to an outlet. With removable batteries, that are so cheap to purchase, I don't really care anymore. I just throw in another battery in my pocket as if it were spare change, and off I go.